Do you frequently feel like your heart aches sometimes? Or maybe you get tired very fast, even after a small walk. What if your muscles ache for no reason? These small things might sound normal, but what if they're clues from your body, telling you something deeper is going on? Imagine your cells have tiny power factories called mitochondria. They help your body make energy, like how a battery powers a remote. In MELAS, these tiny factories break down. That means your brain, muscles, and organs don't get enough energy. One day, you might be fine. The next day, you could have a stroke-like episode, confusion, headaches, or even trouble seeing or moving, just like a stroke. But you're not old or have high blood pressure. This happens mostly in children or young adults. So, if you or someone you know has strange energy crashes or stroke symptoms out of the blue, it might be worth asking, could MELAS be the hidden cause? Think of your DNA as a big manual that tells your body how to work. Most of it comes from both parents, but a small part called mitochondrial DNA comes only from your mom. Now, imagine a typo in that small part of the manual. That's what happens in MELAS. A mutation, like a spelling mistake, is passed from mother to child. The most common typo is in a gene called MTTL1. Because mitochondria are in nearly every cell, especially in energy-hungry areas like the brain and muscles, the mistake starts causing chaos there. It's like a solar panel with a cracked cell. It still works a little, but not enough to power the house. Your body tries to make energy the old way without oxygen, but that creates lactic acid, which builds up and causes more problems. So, if your mom has a history of unexplained muscle weakness or hearing loss, could you be at risk? This disease isn't caused by something you ate or your lifestyle. It's written in your DNA from birth. Let's play a game. Imagine your body is a smartphone. At first, the battery lasts all day. But now, it dies in just a few hours, no matter how little you use it. That's how people with MELAS often feel, constantly drained. You might have frequent severe headaches that feel like migraines, but with nausea and even vomiting. Imagine being in school and suddenly you can't see straight, feel confused, or one side of your body goes weak, just like a stroke. That's why it's called stroke-like episodes. They come and go and don't match regular strokes. Kids might grow slowly or be shorter than others. Some people lose hearing, like when music sounds muffled, but the speakers are fine. Muscles feel weak. Climbing stairs feels like climbing a mountain. And after little effort, you feel like you've run a marathon, with lactic acid building up and making you acid sick. Some even have seizures, like a sudden electrical storm in the brain. Does this sound like something you or someone you care about has experienced? How do doctors find out what is going on? Let us pretend you are a detective. First, you collect clues. The doctor will ask, are there headaches, weakness, or seizures? Is there a family history of similar issues? Then comes testing. A blood test might show high lactic acid, like a smoke detector going off, signaling a fire in the energy system. An MRI scan of the brain can show unusual damage, but not in the usual stroke areas, which is a big clue. A muscle biopsy is like taking a tiny sample of the engine to check the parts. Under a microscope, doctors might see ragged red fibers, strange-looking muscle fibers that signal mitochondrial trouble. Genetic testing is the final clue, like finding the typo in the DNA manual. Once confirmed, treatment is not about curing but managing. Think of it like putting a generator beside a broken power plant. You cannot fix the factory, but you can help energy flow. Vitamins like CoQ10, creatine, and B vitamins are often used to support mitochondria. During stroke-like episodes, doctors may use something called arginine, like a boost of fuel, to help blood flow in the brain. Seizures are treated with special anti-seizure meds. But regular painkillers or stroke treatments might not work. It is all about support, not a quick fix. Can you prevent something writ in your DNA? Well, not exactly, but knowledge is power. Think of it like a family recipe that includes a harmful ingredient. If you know about it, you can warn the next cook. If MELAS runs in your family, genetic counseling is super helpful. It's like talking to a guide who helps you understand your risk before having kids. A mother with the mutation has a chance of passing it to each child, but not always. Prenatal testing, or IVF with genetic screening, can help reduce that risk. For people already diagnosed, prevention means protecting your energy. Avoid things that stress your body, like extreme fasting, cold temperatures, or infections. Stay well hydrated, eat regular nutritious meals, and avoid heavy exercise. It's like keeping your phone charged and not letting it drop to 1%. You can't prevent the disease, but you can prevent some of the worst crashes. Science is always moving. Imagine doctors now using molecular scissors, tools like CRISPR, to fix typos in DNA. While not ready for MELAS yet, early research is testing ways to correct mitochondrial mutations in labs. Another idea is three-parent baby technology, replacing bad mitochondria in an egg with healthy ones from a donor. This has already helped prevent mitochondrial diseases in some babies. For people living with MELAS, new trials are studying better forms of arginine or drugs that reduce lactic acid. Some researchers are growing mini brains in labs, called organoids, to test treatments safely. Others are tracking patients with apps to spot warning signs of stroke, like episodes early. So, while there's no cure today, each year brings new hope, like finding a better backup battery for a failing phone. The future, maybe one day we won't just manage MELAS, we'll rewrite the broken code.